I paint all sorts of things, but most of my day job is taken up with portraits. I have sittings. I paint most of the time in oils. I prefer the 3-dimension that you can get with oil painting. It's really the experience of having them there, and you are absorbing what they're giving you. So actually it's quite interesting, because a portrait will hang on the effort of the sitter as much as mine. And I encourage them to talk, because I want the sittings to be vibrant. I want them to enjoy what they're doing. But at the same time, I want them to relax, so they become themselves and they're not putting on any pretense. Well, my portrait of the two princes, they were in their mess kit for the Blues and Royals. And I just discovered when they arrived in this uniform that although they had obviously a very serious job, both being serving officers, they were very informal together. And I just found it rather interesting to make a more informal composition than maybe the uniform required, just because it made it rather more interesting. And that was what I was experiencing. Again, it just goes back to the naturalness of how somebody behaves when they're here. You know, they could laugh and joke and generally josh about to sort of alleviate the horror of being stared at by a complete stranger. Mind you, they're probably quite used to that, but, you know, in close quarters, it's quite odd.